saw the countdown on your screen anyways. For the Nosebleeds, back on a Wednesday. We are here in Phoenix. Again, it's hot as hell again still. You see Zach's hat and shirt, honestly. Another expansion
Bro,
team.
I'm expansion man at this point.
Expansion man.
Expansion man.
We're gonna do expansion draft today. Hypothetical, obviously, if it was maybe tonight or tomorrow or something like that. I'm gonna do that because expansion got approved this morning. We talked about it last week, I believe, or 2 weeks ago or something like that, about how how it got approved. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, how it got approved, all that kind of stuff. And we're actually in here. We will be doing an expansion draft. We protected all the players. Each team gets 8 protected players. And then each expansion draft team can draft the official rules from the last expansion draft with Charlotte in 2004. If I would bring that up again, we're going to go off somewhat similar of this. It was the Bobcats, or in this example, in this scenario, the Seattle Supersonics and the Las Vegas, whatever the hell they're going to be called, will take place prior to the draft. The teams will select a minimum of 14 players. So if they really wanted to, they can select one player from every single team, and then the leftover players they can just cut for no penalty. Each team cannot select more than one player from each team. So if Zach took Jared McCain from the Thunder, who's unprotected, he can't go back and pick Kenrich Williams, who's also unprotected. That's not how it works. Bobcats the teams can only select players that are unprotected by an NBA team. Sorry, obviously. And then each current team can only protect a maximum of 8 players. This is where it got a little confusing. It's players who are under contract or restricted free agents at the end of the season. So if they're going to be an unrestricted free agent going into this upcoming summer, they cannot be protected. But we're not going to do it that way, just because of the fact that this expansion draft is going to take place in 2028, and we're not going to be able to predict who's going to be free agents, all that kind of stuff. We're not going to look at contracts like that too. I think there's only maybe a handful of players that are actually contracted through 2028. So we're not going to be doing any of that stuff. Just straight up, if it happened tonight or today, who would be protected, who would be unprotected, who would the next teams draft. That's pretty much the breakdown of all of it. We're going to be doing 14 players. That's the minimum. We're not going to go anymore because that's going to be an hour and a half, 2 hours.
That'd be hell. Yeah, getting through all 30.
That. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Zach, how's your weekend? Today is opening day, though. Rocket, ain't nothing like it.
I mean, shout out to you. I mean, we all know I don't really mess with baseball like that, but hey, go you. I'm rooting for y'all tonight, though.
Ain't nothing like it. Yeah, because what happened with your team?
What team?
Texas Rangers. Oh, my fault. You're an Astros fan now. Sorry.
Never supported the Rangers.
I forgot you're an Astros fan. My fault.
Hey, we rocking with Goon Squad tonight. It's a real team.
Yo, 10 p.m., bro. We're gonna get smoked.
Getting smoked, bro. Come on, we're getting our first win of the year. Come on, bro. That's rabbing them.
It's rabbing them.
That's rabbing them.
That's rabbing them. Yeah, we got off that, bro. Hell no. Anyways, let's just jump right into it because we're gonna be here for a while. Let's first off, Zach, you took care of the West teams. I took care of the East protections. Starting the West, top to bottom. Who did you protect for each team?
All right. So for the Nuggets, fairly simple: Jokic, Murray, Gordon, Johnson, Watson, Christian Brown, which was a bit weird because of the contract, but he's still valuable. Tim Hardaway Jr. and Jonas Valanciunas. For the Wolves, I went Ant, Jaden McDaniels, Dante DiVincenzo, Rudy, Randall, Bones Highland, which is a bit of a shocker, but he is a good player. He's developing at a rapid pace. Naz Reid and Yohan Berenger. For the Thunder, I went Shea, Chet, J-Dub, AJ Mitchell, Cason Wallace, Isaiah Hartenstein, Caruso, and Isaiah Joe. For the Blazers, bit of a weird one, but I went with Klingon, Dame, Rob Williams, Drew Holiday, unfortunately, Denny Abdia, Tumani Kamara, Jeremy Grant, and Scoot Henderson. For the Jazz, I went with Lauri Markkanen, Trip J, Keontae George, Walker Kessler, Ace Bailey, Kyle Filipowski, Ice Bryce Sensabaugh, and Vince Williams. With the Warriors, I went with Steph, Jimmy, Porzingis, Moody, Melton, Pods, Draymond, and Quentin Post. For the Clippers, I went with Kawhi, even though we don't know his status over the next few years. Darius Garland, Derek Jones Jr., Brook Lopez, Yannick Konan-Niederhausen, Ben Mathurin, Chris Dunn, and Jordan Miller. Shout out him, man. He tore up my Spurs the other night. Had to give him. Lakers, Luka, Reeves, Smart, Diarra, Braun, Ayton, Kennard. Bit of a weird one, but I went with Bronny just because of politics. I don't know who would really pick him in an expansion setting, anyways. But I feel like if Braun is to return to the Lakers, he'd expect that Bronny is brought back as well. For the Suns, I went with Booker, Gillespie, Allen, Oso, Dylan Brooks, Jordan Goodwin, Malawash, and Rasheer Fleming. That felt pretty simple to me. Jalen Green obviously got left out, but contract is a bit of an issue, and
performance,
how good of a player he is. So we'll see how that plays out, how his career plays out in Phoenix. But with the Kings, really hard one because they're obviously a tanking team, and there's not a lot of talent on that team at all. But the first four felt fairly obvious to me: Reynaud, Clifford, Cardwell, and Keegan Murray. And the last four I went with there was Precious Achiuwa, Devin Carter, DeAndre Hunter, and Russell Westbrook. For reasons. But moving on, the Mavs, Flag, Najee Marshall, Max Christie. Shocked you didn't say anything right there. Derek Lively,
Go Green,
Kyrie, PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, and Brandon Williams. Bit of interesting leave out, but I left out Clay just due to his contract and his age. Rockets got KD, Amen, Şengün, Reed, Bari, Van Vliet, Tari, and Steven Adams. For the Grizzlies, I went with Edey, Coward, Ja, Cam Spencer, Jalen Wells, Walter Clayton Jr., Javon Small, and Ty Jerome. For the Pelicans, I went with Trey Murphy III, Zion, Herb Jones, Derek Queen, Jeremiah Fears, DeJounte Murray, Yves Missi, and Sadiq Bey. And for the Spurs, last but certainly not least, Wemby, Harper, Castle, Bryant, Vassell, Champagnie, Fox, non-negotiables. And then for the last spot, I chose Keldon Johnson over Luke Kornet because at the end of the day, they have similar value, and Kornet's a lot older, and I'd say you just can't let Keldon go. I mean, if you're a fan of the team, you know that it's like a weird comparison, but letting Keldon go at this stage in his career is like putting down the family dog, and I will not elaborate on that.
Yo, all right, that's crazy. I took care of the East. East was a little bit, as they got towards the bottom, you got some stinkers out here. Top of the East, Pistons went with Cade, Jalen Duren, Asar, Tobias Harris, Duncan Robinson, Stu, Ron Holland, and Dennis Jenkins. Boston, Tatum, Brown, White, Pritchard, Hauser, Shireman, Neemias Queta, and Hugo Gonzalez. That's probably the most simple one of all time. New York, the Knicks went with Brunson, Cat, Bridges, OG, Josh Hart, Mitch Robinson, Tyler Kolek, and Deuce. Cleveland, Spider Mitchell, James Harden, Evan Mobley, Jalen Tyson, Jared Allen, Keon Ellis, Max Strus, Sam Merrill. Raptors went with Scotty Barnes, Brandon Ingram, Manuel Quickley, Sandro Mamukelashvili, RJ Barrett, Colin Murray Boyles, Grady Dick, Jakob Poeltl. That was also a pretty simple one. Atlanta, this one was a little bit interesting towards the end, but went with Jalen Johnson, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dyson Daniels, Onyeka Okongwu, Jonathan Kuminga, shout out Steak Nuggets, Zachary Richer, Asa Newell, and Jock Landale. Philly, top heavy, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Paul George, Kelly Oubre, Quentin Grimes. And then the last two, Andre Drummond and Dominic Barlow. The rest of that roster didn't really look incredibly enticing to keep. Orlando went with Franz Wagner, Desmond Bane, Jalen Suggs, Anthony Black, Goga Badatse, Wendell Carter Jr., and PB No J. We were talking about it last night when I was doing. I was like, wow, I really could lead off Paulo, but they're not going to do that. Charlotte went with LaMelo, Colin Knuppel, Moussa Diabate, Brandon Miller, Ryan Kalkbrenner.
No clue.
Ryan Kalkbrenner.
I don't even know.
Kobe White, Miles Bridges, and Zion James. Miami, Mr. 83 himself, Bam Adebayo, Norman Powell, Jaime Jaquez, Andrew Wiggins, Khalil Ware, Tyler Hero, Pele Larson, Nikola Jovic. The Bucks went with Giannis, Ryan Rollins, Miles Turner, Bobby Portis, Thanasis Antetokounmpo, Alex Antetokounmpo, AJ Green, KPJ. Got to keep the Antetokounmpos for politics. Obviously, Bucks Giannis situation kind of weird right now, but we're doing this tonight. Bulls, Matas Buzelis, Josh Giddey, Jalen Smith, Rob Dillingham, Jaden Ivey, Anthony Simons, Isaac Okoro, and Noah Senge. The Nets, MPJ, Nick Claxton, Yegor Demon, Day'Ron Sharpe, Noah Clowney, Danny Wolf, Nolan Traore, Ben Surratt. That's just all like basically the rookies and young guys. Wizards, Trae Young, Anthony Davis, Trey Johnson, Alex Sarr, Bub Carrington, Keyshawn George, Bilal Coulibaly, Justice Champagnie. And last but not least, bottom, Pacers, probably one of the best rosters still. Tyrese Halliburton, Pascal Siakam, Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, Visa Zubac, Jay Huff, TJ McConnell, and Obi Toppin. So, as we go into this, we got a hell of a lot of players to pick from. We'll start off. Zach, you take care of Seattle. I'm going to take care of Vegas.
So we I want to clarify. Are we doing snake order or are we just flat out regular? I was kind of thinking regular, but
I was thinking regular.
If you have a different opinion, like I'll hear you
let's just go regular. Straight Seattle, Vegas, Seattle, Vegas.
All right, bet. So I'm up first.
Yeah.
All right. I've kind of been pondering this while you're reading out your picks. I'm a bit split. There's a lot of players I really like on here, but there's not a lot of players that are like, I guess, 1-1 caliber. Or like somebody you'd love to stake your franchise on. So I feel like it kind of just has to be somebody you're willing to take a shot on. And for me, that's going to be Jalen Green. So welcome to Seattle, Jalen Green. I mean,
yeah, that's fair.
Like the contract's not good. That's an obvious, like fairly obvious. Player right now, downright just isn't good. But he's young and he could be something. I mean, that's kind of like the thing with Jalen Green is he's like a mystery box. You don't know. Maybe he could be good. Like maybe there's something there, but I think he's worth a shot at 1-1, and so I'm fine taking him right there.
Yeah, this interesting at the top of the draft because as an expansion team, you're never going to get star player, all-star level caliber guy. That's not really going to happen. Maybe upside guy, but as of at the draft, you're not going to get that out of straight off. So again, same type of thought process, I guess. Same reasoning. Vegas will probably take a flyer on a guy, and there's nobody really that entices me more. Really, it's kind of a joke at this point, but it's not really. Jared McCain. I feel like that's not even the worst thing. It's like it's just you're gonna hear guys that are gonna be like, wow, that's your 1A option. Hey man, there's no real guys in this. This is a pool of names and a half. Like you're gonna find
it definitely is.
You're gonna find there's not gonna be nobody that's gonna be like super standout or household names. There's some household names, but no standout guys. But I guess you just take a flyer on McCain.
Hey man, I mean you got Dalton Connect there. I mean we have some. Who says we don't have standout names here?
All right, for sure. chill on my boy, bro.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just I'm fully bought in on the. I don't even know what to call it. The bad hoops archetype. The just shot making. Sometimes they're good archetype. My second pick. I'm gonna go Shaedon Sharpe.
Oh, okay.
From Portland. Like
that's fine.
I don't think him and Jalen Green are that great. I honestly don't think they'd probably be even worse paired together. But you got to take some swings here, and I guess why not take a swing on Shaedon Sharpe? I kind of forgot that he wasn't protected, but that was my own pick. So
yeah, for almost the same reason, we don't know if this is going to be a backcourt of hell and menaces in this Vegas lineup. But again, this guy's fairly young, relatively young. He's 26. Household name to some. And hasn't, he's not the greatest player Actually, you know what? I might switch up. I don't think he's actually going to be ever good in the league again.
It was going to be Clay, wasn't it?
No, it was never going to be Clay.
Oh, really? Sorry. That just sounded like where that was going.
No. Former teammate of Clay, maybe. I'm just going to go Luke Cornett. Fill up a front court person. Fill up a
Yeah,
front
that was my next pick. I respect it.
He was going to go somewhere in the top 2. If I didn't take
Well,
guard,
you got to take a good you got to take a good player when there's a good player available.
Exactly. And yeah.
Luke Cornett's a good basketball player.
Yeah, I mean, Cornett. If the way that you'd probably do this if you're an expansion team is you probably fill up your front court with a center or a big guy within your first 3 picks, and Cornett's available at 2 with your second pick, or I guess at 4. That's where you got to go. So Vegas takes Cornett.
Yeah, that's
how would you feel if your boy Luke Cornett, French Vanilla, or the second half French Vanilla, went to Vegas, your favorite city in the world?
That's a bit odd because he seems like the type of guy to be like very anti-Vegas.
He absolutely does seem like a guy.
So yeah, I would be very intrigued. I'd be monitoring his medium to see what his thoughts are on Vegas. But
he ain't got a choice in this space. In this universe, he got a choice.
Great pick. No reason not to go him there. I was gonna go him if he made it. So now I'm kind of scrambling a little bit. But yeah, gotta find a big. Gotta find something. Like anything really. Like options on good basketball players are kind of slim. So I do not blame you in the slightest for going with Cornett. But let me see here. I think that I am going to go with It's already pretty. This is already slim pickings on good players.
I know.
It's a bit rough out here. So dang, man. There really is nothing. There's a whole lot of guys I want to take shots on, but there's not a lot of great basketball players.
I think at this point the shots guy are the later round guys.
I don't know. There's all these there's a lot of guys I'll take shots on, but you know what? Give me Mo Gay.
Okay.
He's not the greatest big, but I think Mo Gay is worth betting on, worth taking a shot on. So, yeah.
Yeah. So I have I guess McCain would play a 2, Cornett would play a 5. Need more front court because slim pickings in the front court. I feel like in an expansion draft, I think the guards are where you take flyers on more than the front court guys, in my opinion. I feel like this is in an expansion world that'd be easier to develop, or that's kind of where most of the talent is. So with the 3rd pick for Vegas, play the 4. We're gonna go talk about his contract not being the best, but still solid guy. Let's go Rui Hachimura. Shout out LA. Shout out Lakers.
I don't hate that. I mean, I don't love Rui. There's a reason I didn't pick him to protect him, and that's his contract. But good pickup. Yeah, I think he's a worthwhile thing.
Yeah,
I think he's a worthwhile flyer here, and keeping with worthwhile flyers tier list, I'm gonna go with Dorian Finney-Smith and take him off the market. Obviously, he's been out most of the year for Houston, and when he's been in, he hasn't played very well, but I think he's been a very good player in the past, so why not take a shot on him? I mean, maybe he plays well for half a season in Seattle and you end up flipping him at the deadline, but regardless of whatever you get out of him, he's a worthwhile shot.
Yeah, see, man, this is slim pickings. The reason why this is going to take a while, it wasn't because of the actual picking of the players, it was figuring out who you're going to pick, because man, we got slim pickings out here, bro.
Who's a good player?
Because we're doing this live.
It's rough. It's rough. Nah, that's why we do it live. We love the pressure.
Yeah,
pressure just tires.
All right. Also, just going through all of the players, it takes a second to go through to find one that you actually would consider.
Hey, Cody Williams still on the board. Watch out.
Chill out, May. Um. Wow, this is this is slim. Um. Wow. See, there's one guy that just keeps screaming my name, but I feel like I'm stuck in the past with him, bro. Like, he's
Clay.
really screaming my name, bro. But nah, not Clay. It's like
Vooch.
he's so screaming my name. Nope. Um, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go. Wow, I feel like I've only picked West Coast players. I actually have only picked West Coast players. Um, wow, this is, dude. See, this is if you ever heard the word slim pickings, man, this is just the worst thing to look through.
Yeah, and I doubt the actual draft board will obviously be a lot different than this whenever the time comes. So
Yeah,
I'm really like interested to see what type of players hit the market here. Like if bad contracts get
take into account.
tossed,
Yeah,
yeah, like I did, like why Jalen Green's on here.
yeah. Damn, you took DFS. That was like kind of like one of my next picks if you didn't take him. So I'm in like scramble, but like this is just my eyes are like burning right now. I'm just I'm gonna rock with the West Coast still. Take the Suns off the market. No more Suns pickings. I'm just gonna run Haywood Highsmith.
Good pick. I was gonna take him
I
next.
it's just yeah, it's just one of those guys that like I already got Rui last pick, but it's kind of like a guy that's I don't
Yeah,
say
he's been balling in
proven.
Phoenix.
Yeah, balling, but I don't want to say proven, but a guy that like brings value to the table. Like he plays lots of defense, can space the floor. Uh, expansion team. I mean, just like it's just a solid pickup. A lot of these guys are just gonna be solid pickups. I feel like
Yeah,
they're either gonna be flyers or solid pickups.
and I don't know if you noticed, I already have my next pick on the board. I went with Domantas Sabonis. I kind of forgot he was there.
Ah,
Bad contract. He's not the greatest player. I don't know how well he translates to winning, but he's a good enough player. He's still on the board. In need of a big for my team or more size for my team. And I don't think contracts really matter that much when it comes to an expansion franchise. I mean, I don't like obviously you shouldn't just take on terrible contracts. Like
yeah, but they're
that's
gonna
kind
have
of why I
hella
didn't.
cap. Yeah,
I didn't want to just like take Zach LaVine, so I took myself out of the running for other Kings players by taking Sabonis. So yeah,
fair enough. Fair enough. I feel like I need somebody to, at this point, I don't want to say dictate an offense, but play point in some capacity of the world. I just don't know who that would be. Oh God, this is just. I wish like we had like if there was like a way sometime in the future to like project like your thoughts onto the screen because like this is I don't know if I should laugh at these names or just like
cry.
cry. Yeah, honestly, like genuinely. Wow, this. Whew. Uh, okay. Oh damn! I already took the Thunder. Fuck. Um, I'm just gonna. You know what? Let's just go flyer. I said I was gonna take a point guard, and that's what I wanted to do, but we're not gonna do that. Actually, we're gonna take a flyer from Minnesota. I'm gonna go Terrence Shannon Jr.
That's a good shout. I could like slightly consider protecting them, but I kind of backed off a little bit.
Yeah, that's just a flyer name. High energy guy. I loved him at Illinois. Shout out the Upside Down. Um. Oh nah. Oh man, I messed up.
What you see my pick?
I completely forgot about somebody from Minnesota that I was gonna pick. Oh my god.
Who was it? Who was it?
I
Just
completely forgot he was on
you can't pick
Minnesota,
them,
bro.
so
Bro, it was Io.
we got off that. We got off that. I took the better version of Io and got Jose Alvarado with my
Yeah.
next pick from New
Damn.
York. I'm kind of shocked you didn't keep him or you didn't choose to
There's
protect him.
there's a world where you keep him, but
he's been good with them since being traded there.
He's been great, but I feel like that solid 4 or 5 of Brunson, Cat, McHale, OG, Josh Hart are like untouchables. And
Yeah,
then Mitch
I agree with
Robinson
that.
throw in there. And then I threw in Kolek because of his age, and he has that like young grit New York mentality already. He actually been solid when he plays. We saw him on Christmas Day. That was a great game from him. And then Deuce is kind of just like one of those things where like kind of like the glue guy of that team. So it was either Deuce, Kolek, Alvarado. Alvarado kind of just didn't fit in, but he's been balling. Absolutely been balling for New York this season since he's got traded there from New Orleans. I love that pick.
Yeah, I mean, just get somebody in there to dictate pace, play good defense, just solid point guard. It's probably the most you can ask for around here. I mean, I want to end up with Tyus Jones in my point guard.
So, oh God, I guess I would need I feel like I need a little bit more defense. Not the greatest player, but a great defensive guard, and he was a up there for Miami for me to protect him, but I didn't. At the end of the day, I'm gonna take Davion Mitchell for some defense in the backcourt.
Over TJ McConnell? Are you serious?
Chill out, bro.
All right. I love that debate. That's one of my favorite.
McConnell got protected, bro. Chill out.
Are you serious? Over TJ McConnell?
Yeah. Would you protect me? I mean, I protected McConnell with Indiana. There wasn't really many other players. I mean,
who's unprotected for Indiana?
Looking at the availables for Indiana, it's like
I can't say I take
Ben Shepherd, maybe.
Jarius Walker's been given a shot, just can't come up. I love Quentin Jackson. He was a baller at A&M, and he's kind of made his way into the league. But you're not.
McConnell's like that fan favorite glue guy that you would never.
Jalen Peter was a dog at Liberty. Johnny Furphy, but like none of these guys that I'm like sticking my name to keep.
Yeah, it'd probably be McConnell that you protect, but I'll take Davion Mitchell with my 6th pick. Yeah, 6th pick, defensive back or defense in the backcourt. Take him. Cool.
Yeah, going once again going point guard. Bit of an interesting one here. I'm really kind of split here. It's 2 point guards on the same roster. Just gonna go ahead. I'm probably gonna take one of them, just to let you know. I'm between Noah Penda and Jace Richardson. Both have been balling this season, or have shown potential this season. Granted, neither have been given the minutes they deserve. Shout out Orlando for like not playing the players you drafted or the players you traded up to draft. In Jace Richardson's case, or no, and Noah, I think they traded up for both. I'm not gonna lie.
They traded for both.
But I'm gonna go with Jace Richardson here. I loved him a lot out of the draft, which is saying a lot, considering he is a small point guard. But he has the stuff. He has the juice. Shout out Michigan State, but he is an absolute baller, and I think this. Like the sky's the limit, but I think he'll take off whenever the leash is off in Orlando and he is allowed to carry a greater load.
Yeah. Shout out Jace, man. I love Jace. I think he would have won the dunk contest if he didn't get concussion.
Yeah, we know what happened.
Yeah.
We don't need a running back.
Yeah, we don't need a running back. Anyways, with my next pick, I need some shooting. This guy hasn't been the greatest shooter this season by any stretch of the imagination, but there was a reason Detroit went and got out and traded for him at the trade deadline. Slim just missed the cut of protection for the Pistons. Go Kevin Huerter just to get some shooting, some spot shooting around in this team. Still, I mean, we saw what he did in Sacramento. He was a great shooter there. And then went to, I believe, what was it, Atlanta? Or was he Atlanta before Sacramento? Where was he before he went to Detroit?
I'm blanking.
I want to say Atlanta.
I don't think so. Chicago.
Chicago, yes. Okay, anyways. Um, but you just need some spot shooting. Again, no such thing as a needle mover in an expansion draft by any stretch of the imagination. But get some spot shooting here and there. Kevin Herter, welcome to the Vegas. I don't know, Vegas Sandstorms, the Vegas of boobs.
I like that. Kind of in the point where I'm just taking my draft crushes here in the draft. But I need a big. I haven't picked off OKC yet. Actually, nah, I'm still rocking. I'm going Thomas Sorber. I forgot that Jay Will was unprotected. Jay Will has actually been having a really good season.
He
But
has.
I want to just bank on the upside of Thomas Sorber, one of my absolute favorite draft crushes from last year. Absolutely tragic that he's been injured and not able to play this season. But he's going to be the backup center of the future in OKC, in my opinion. And I hope he recovers well. I hope he balls out. Like he's a dog, and he's absolutely worth burning an OKC pick on, I'd say.
Yeah. I think I need some more size down low. I'm between two guys right now. Uh, yeesh. From the same team as well. Uh, Actually, do I need that? Wow. This is like probably the quietest episode we've ever had in our life.
We've had worse. It's like the silence here is good silence, I'd say. We're definitely like in thought,
Yeah,
and
absolutely in
it's
thought.
it's not the worst silence ever because we're like actively participating in something. I don't know how to
Yeah,
explain it.
no, I agree. Um, Man, this is just all right. I'm gonna get some more size down low. The only guys I really have that are big boys that could play center are Cornette. I have Rui, Haywood, and TSJ, which are more 3 and 4 guys. So with my next pick, I'm gonna take. Hopefully, he doesn't get injured like he does all the time. But I'm gonna take Brandon Clark from Memphis
It's a good shout.
as just another body down low. He has obviously had injury concerns. He's been injured for the majority of his career. He missed all of last year, I believe, with an ACL tear, almost all of last year with an ACL tear. Injured that in the middle of the season before that. Hasn't had the greatest luck with injuries, but expansion draft, take a flyer. Hopefully doesn't have those concerns when he gets to Vegas. He can just go gamble his life away.
All right, that's a bit crazy, but
Go gamble his knees away. But yeah,
yeah, I like Brandon Clark, man. It's a bit it's tragic, like not a bit tragic. It is tragic what's happened to his career so far. Uh, just hope he gets healthy at some point and could sustain that health. But yeah, he was a great draft pick by Memphis, and hopefully he gets a new start on an expansion team.
yeah.
But I've already locked my pick. I didn't even realize he was on the board. I'm not gonna lie, but I went with one of the best shooting options still available in Simone Fontecchio. He's been balling in Miami this season. He was balling when in Detroit. I almost said in Pistons, but he was a part of that Duncan Robinson sign and trade, and was a great get for Miami, and now a great get for Seattle. Yeah, get some
I actually
shooting.
like that a lot. Yeah. Oh man, Slim man. I don't want to take him like my last pick because I know you're not going to take him at all. I feel like
Oh,
it's
Clay.
not. No, it's not worthy enough to pick early. Um, Even though we're halfway through this draft already.
Or more than half. I got like 5
Yeah,
picks left.
I'm gonna take another flyer. Washington, Cam Whitmore. Loved him out the draft. I really wish his career changed for a different. But
I'm not gonna lie, he does not bring much to a basketball court.
don't
It
care.
sucks to say, man. I loved him out of the draft. Like
He's not gonna touch the court as much.
I had him top
But
7 somewhere
gotta take a
around that
flyer.
range. That
Gotta take a
2023
flyer.
class hike. That 23 class outside of Wimby, Miller, Amin, and at the top, and the Thompson twins is Heike Buns
Yeah.
but there's still some talent there.
Yeah.
Just not a
Cam
lot of
Whitmore.
like high upside guys.
Yeah, I was high on Whitmore at the draft. I loved him, and unfortunately, Houston just did not play him as much. They tried to do the development route for him, it didn't really work out. Shipped off to Washington, hasn't really played all this year. He's been injured a couple times too. New star in Vegas. That's kind of what everybody here on this squad is looking for. So we're gonna roll Cam Whitmore with my was that I think ninth pick, something like that, whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of something that I like about it. An expansion draft is it gives a lot of these guys like new life, another shot,
Yeah,
another chance to prove themselves. You know,
yeah,
a lot of these guys aren't playing on wherever they're at right now, and this is just like a renewed chance to
exactly.
prove that they're a baller, show their potential,
Yeah, I absolutely love
and
that
you
about
know, kind of
the
kind of
expansion
kickstart the
draft.
rest of their career. Yeah, this is a bit of a weird spot. Uh, we've been talking about it for the last few rounds, but actually ever since we started, really. But it's slim pickings. Uh, not a lot going on here. You know, got some Kyle Kuzma's eyeing me down.
Yeah,
I ain't eyeing them back. Let's just say that. But it's not looking good here. Oh, you know what? I didn't even see he was there. I thought you protected him. I'm going Josh Minot out of Brooklyn. Easy. Free eats. What a dog. Yeah, that's simple enough, man. He's shown a lot of potential this season with Brooklyn, with Boston. Kind of shocked he got moved to the deadline, but you know, Boston's loss is Brooklyn's gain. So yeah, give me Josh Minot.
with my next pick, I actually like that Brooklyn. The way that I did it with Brooklyn was just a whole bunch of like because they drafted what 5 rookies last year.
Oh, you went with protecting the rookies route. I can't
Yeah,
hate that at all. I don't like any of the rookies. I'm just going to say that. Like,
yeah. Neither do I,
I
but
was
that's the
very
route I
much
took with
so
them.
out on their draft class, but I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, if the fact that they drafted them in the first place, like that's what they rocked with in the draft, I don't think
It
they'd move
shows
off of them.
willingness. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they'd unprotect them and let them rock or walk. So I'm gonna rock with. That's what I rock with when I do the Brooklyn. Wow, this is
Again, Slim Pickens doesn't describe it enough.
yeah, it
It,
really
it
doesn't.
doesn't. It really doesn't.
Um, all right, next guy, another big boy down low who former All Star, not the greatest player still, but still good value. He's hella old, but whatever. I'm gonna go Nikola Vucevic from Boston.
Okay, I saw him crossed out on the list, and I was like, wait a minute, did Koa already pick him? I was
I
a
mean, that
bit
was like my next
confused.
pick. Yeah, no,
Yeah, no, all good. I
yeah,
was just
Vuce.
questioning in my head a little bit.
Yeah, Vuce is still a solid center. He's still a rotational piece in Boston, which is now a final contending team. So obviously there's value there. Just Boston has other younger guys that they'd pick over him. Vooch is what I think 34, 35 at this point now. Um, he's old, big contract still, but you know what? In a again expansion draft team has literally starts with zero in their cap owed. So uh, Vooch, welcome to the team.
Yeah, it's rough. It's very rough. We're in the end game now. Just about to start throwing shots up. You know, getting anything off the ground. Uh, since I've already been going with my draft crushes. Just give me Leonard Miller. Leonard Miller. Uh, might sound crazy, but he's been balling since getting traded to Chicago. I feel like that was kind of a dumb move by Minnesota, just dumping him like that. I think he's a better player than they kind of gave him credit for there. And I hope he gets to show his full potential in Chicago because right now he's been one of their better players when they don't want him to be one of their better players. So he's kind of making himself undeniable at this point, and hopefully he can continue that into Seattle.
Yeah, I don't hate that. Um, My next pick, this literally been eyeing me the entire draft for no reason at all. I think I'm literally stuck in the past. Um, and I could easily leave him for my last pick because I know for a fact you're not going to take him, but I'm not going to risk it.
Kyle Kuzma?
We're gonna rock with Jordan Poole.
God damn! Fuck. Sorry. That did not mean to.
Were you actually going to take
our PG show? I was going to take him last pick as a joke, bro, because I love JP,
man.
Bro. Why do you say I'm not going to take him? Like I know I acknowledge JP's not a good player, but I love JP, bro. Like I was still going to draft him.
I had to take him at some point. You know what?
That might be one of the squads of all time. If you get a Seattle squad of Jalen Green, Shaedon Sharpe, and Jordan Poole, but you ruined my dream, bro. God, he was supposed to be there the last pick.
Not in my house. I like genuinely though. Like we talk about the expansion draft being like a renewed sense of hope for a lot of these guys. So hopefully JP can get something like that.
Bro.
He's not going to, but
it's been like that for a bit for him, man. He's been on Washington. He's been in New Orleans.
He just wasn't happy there, man. Put Jordan Poole in Vegas, man. Think about that. Put JP in Vegas. He's gonna be a happy man in Vegas. I'll tell you that much.
It breaks my heart, man. Breaks my heart.
Yeah. Did you protect Draymond too?
Yeah.
That'd been funny if one of us drafted him.
Why, you would have drafted him?
With Poole.
Draymond hasn't been great this season, but are you not going to protect Draymond?
You absolutely would.
Yeah, that's kind of my point. You just no reason not to. I don't know. I'm looking through some of these names. It's grim. It's grim. Very, very grim. These names left. I'm seeing a lot of guys that I'd like to take a shot on. A lot of guys I wouldn't like to take a shot on.
Pause.
All right. You know what I mean. A lot of these guys just aren't great basketball players, to say the least. Dang, bro, I can't believe you took Jordan Poole, bro. That was supposed to be my last pick. I was fully expecting him to still be there. That was going to be a troll pick entirely, through and through. Man.
You're not ready for my troll pick at the end of the draft if he's still there.
Oh, I got a new one. Don't worry. I got a new one.
What if I just go next one? I think I know who it is too.
Oh, you can't take him. You literally can't take him.
Oh, okay, bet. Then I know
against the rules.
That's not him. Cool.
Yeah, you do. You know what? Stack the front court again. Not a guy I have a draft crush on for once. But oh my god, I already took from that team. I'm an idiot.
Who are you gonna take?
Clint Capella. Sorry, DeAndre Ayton.
All right, Rocio.
Yeah. Dang, I forgot I took DFS. I love that pick by me. Shout out me. That was a great getting DFS there. But
damn, back to the drawing board.
Definitely back to the drawing board. Yeah, that's where we at right now.
Ass drawing board, man.
Slim doesn't describe it once again. It's grim at this point. It is very
yeah.
It is not looking good. I don't know. I'm just thinking about just taking guys for the vibes. Gotta have the vibes here. Man. Hey, there's nobody here. These people just aren't good at basketball. And the people who are still
they ain't even good for vibes, bro.
It's weird, the good basketball players too. I've already picked off their team. I've already picked the good players left. I've already taken somebody off their team, so I can't pick again.
What are the odds you think in this expansion draft when it happens in 2 years in 2028 that both the Vegas whatever and the Supersonics hire or get somebody from that Bobcats 2004 team to go through this with them to help them out? A staffer, an assistant for this, because this is genuinely it's hard.
Yeah, this is hell. Let's just say that.
I guess I do
Um,
understand now why they would draft like what Charlotte did when they can draft minimum 14. They would draft one from every team and then look at the outlook of that team and then like cut the rest because there's no penalty to cut them. So I mean, in a real world sense, obviously there's not this many players. I think, but also like you can just go out and draft 30 players and then
hey,
cut
man.
the ones that you don't want.
Yeah. Next pick, straight vibes. Austin, Texas legend. Shout out Manor High School. We going Jamal Shed.
No.
I honestly like. I feel like he might. I feel like a part of me thinks he might get protected by Toronto just because he's kind of like important in that locker room. Although I have mixed feelings about that Toronto team after they didn't stand up for him after what DeJounte Murray did to him. Like, I don't know. You gotta do something. Like, shout out Emmanuel quickly for having his teammates back, but it was definitely a bit weird to say the least. Damn, you protected RJ Barrett over him.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Jamal Shed's the greatest player in the league, but
Shout out
RJ
Christian
Barrett.
Jarmark for that one.
You see that contract, bro?
Shout out Christian Jarmark.
Yeah.
Man, this boy, it's out the mud. We got the NBA expansion draft.
Bro, you got Cody Williams there. What you saying?
Yo, chill on me, bro.
Bro,
chill
come on.
How many more picks do I have? Do I have 3 more?
You have 3, I have 2.
God damn. Okay. For the same reason that you messed up and tried to get a player from the same team that you already picked from, let's take Clint Capella.
Fairs.
Just more size down. Just more size down low.
Shout out DeAndre Ayton.
Shout out DeAndre Ayton. But yeah, in all seriousness, like Capella is obviously a shell of himself from what he used to be 6 years ago when he was first in Houston. But
he's still playing really well.
He's still playing really well.
Like
and
they don't have a big right now with Steven Adams out. I want to say they had more injuries. Like Şengün's been in and out of the lineup. Like Capella's been asked to step up quite a few times, and he's
been solid.
He's stepped up to the table, so I completely I respect it. He's been balling. I think if the Lakers had a guy like him, they'd probably be quite a bit better. I think one could say. No, am I hating?
It's on me.
Yeah, am I hating? Or like, do you agree?
No comment.
No.
We do have somebody like that, man.
Who?
DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, man. Whatever you say. God, this is rough, man. Even the draft crushes just aren't hitting for me. Like, man, these are some buns basketball players. Hey, man, you see Malik Monk still there? You want that contract?
Go ahead, bro.
Yo, Dalton Connect still on the board? How's nobody not drafted Dalton Connect?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, man. Just got a missed call from somebody from my hometown with the same area code as me.
It's going to be some haram ball. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about my team. This is going to be some bad basketball, which I guess for an expansion franchise you almost want just with
want
to get a high pick. But yeah, this is going to be some bad basketball. Let's just say that. There's a few options here. I'm not really like thinking position wise at this point, but like the talent, honestly, like almost non-existent. Dang, this is kind of rough. You know what? Give me haven't drafted off this team yet. I think. Yeah, let me do a little sweep. Yeah. All right, give me Clay. I joked about him all episode long.
Damn.
He's been staring me down. It's like you got to hear my reasoning out here. I'm not drafting Clay to be prime Clay. I'm drafting him to be a veteran leader and teach some of these young guys, teach Jalen Green, Shaden Sharp, help them get into the league. Thomas Sorber, why not? Help them along the way. Jace Richardson, Ryan Nembhard. Good shout.
That's my next pick.
I figured I thought I gave thought to maybe they protect him, but I don't think he's been good enough to be protected just yet.
Yeah. I mean, you did Dallas. I can see other people over him. But Nembhard, I mean, start of the season, he was unbelievable as a rookie. He still is playing really well.
Crazy gas.
Yeah, he's still one of as a rookie, still one of the best top assist leaders in the league as a rookie, in the rookie class. Sorry. So, hey, get him around. In a new franchise, maybe he gets something and gets a new spark plug for him, and continues. Well, I like the Clay pick, honestly, the veteran leadership. I was looking for somebody like that. I was thinking maybe like a CJ McCollum, which I might still draft, but I don't know, as a veteran guy. Or he's making like 40 a year, so I couldn't draft that.
Yeah, CJ McCollum's contract is not great to say the least. But final pick. It's your mean pick. Been quite the draft, but got to round it out with one of the all-time greats. I hate to kind of stick with the theme that I did last pick, but give me Kevon Looney.
Wow.
I know I went from one former Warrior as a mean pick to another, but shout out Looney Tunes, bro. Doing it for the vibes.
My last pick is probably the elite meme pick if he makes it this far to 2020, which I hope he does, because then he can knock off another team on his resume. I'm going to go Dennis Schroeder.
All right.
Welcome to the team.
I kind of forgot he was there. I'm not going to lie.
His 12th team. Welcome Dennis Schroeder. We will be here when he gets expansion draft. Would he be the first player to get he would be what? 12 out of 32 at that point? Considering he doesn't go to another team this year and then the year after that. That's kind of crazy, man.
Yeah.
What if he gets drafted by Vegas, plays a couple games, and gets traded midseason to Seattle? That'd be awesome. 13, 14 teams for him, man. Even Ish Smith didn't get to that levels of, homie hopping.
I don't know, man. I'd love to see this team these teams organized into lineups.
Yeah, that might be something for later, but my goodness. I mean, we have just a bunch of guards on our teams, honestly.
Yeah, I got a lot of short individuals, bro. Like Alvarado, Jace, Jamal Shed, Jalen Green, and Shaden Sharp are both twos. I guess Shaden can play the three.
Yeah, this is just low key this is what happens in 2K when you forget that you have to re-sign players and your team autofills and eesh.
I don't know. I think my lineup's half decent. I mean, there's obviously some bad contracts there. Jalen Green is a bad contract. I forget if Shaden's been paid yet. Let me look at that right now.
Shaden did get paid, I think.
Has he? I just know it's a bad contract if he is. Or if he did get paid. Where is Portland? Yep. He's making 8.5 this year. Then he goes up to 20, 21, 23, and 24. He is under contract all the way through 29, 30.
Damn.
That's not the worst deal in the world, but it's also certainly not great, considering his level of production. So not the greatest of contract work by me. But then again, I'm not the one writing the checks. I'm just the one cashing them. So I'll spend money where money needs to be spent. It's a new franchise. Who cares? We're throwing slop on the court first season. You should have let me get Jordan Poole. I mean, honestly, if you want to trade, I'll give you Kevon Looney. I'll give you Kevon
me,
Looney for Jordan Poole straight up.
You don't want to recreate the 22 Warriors?
That's true.
Give me Jalen Green for Jordan Poole.
Hell no.
Give me Shaedon Sharpe for Jordan Poole.
Get out of here.
Give me Jace Richardson for Jordan Poole.
This is like the only scenario where you're gonna hear Jalen Green and Shaedon Sharpe untouchable. Like literally the only scenario where you'd hear that.
Give me DFS for JP.
No.
Give me Jace for JP.
No.
Give me Jamal Shead for JP.
See, that's a bit close, but I still gotta say no. Like it's Looney Tunes or nothing.
All right, then nothing, bro. Hell no. We get off that, bro.
Like I love Jordan Poole, but I'm not spinning like a premier.
Bro, I'm also premier player.
Bro, all these players are better than him or have better potential than him. I'm just not worsening my roster
for yours. I'm also just trying to help out, so then you get the 22 Warriors back on your team.
That is true. I mean, hey, Clay, Looney, Poole. Don't I have somebody else on that squad, or am I tripping? Yeah.
That's it, bro.
That's it. Yeah.
You tripping? What the hell?
Hey, man. Could have sworn Shaedon Sharpe was on that squad.
Yeah, for sure. I was the center for that team too, bro. Come on.
Yeah. You and Simone Fontecchio. Yeah, were dogs on that squad. Yeah.
You was there too.
All right. Yeah, bro. I was putting at work. Me, Alan Smiley-Geach, James Wiseman. Shout out James Wiseman, bro. I love seeing this side like little tangent, but I love James Wiseman's rapping, bro. I see it all the time on my TikTok. I always send it to you whenever I see it too. It's just like it warms my heart to see that James has found joy in something. Bro, like he's found something that he loves to do. He's found a passion outside of basketball. And like he's actually pursuing it. Like he just that's
James
awesome
Wiseman get unprotected?
Man. He is. I don't know if he's on a roster. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, you could take him too, and I'll give you JP for free.
All right, bro.
Anyways,
just make two extra boxes. Add Wiseman and JP.
Yeah, I don't have 3 extra boxes for roster fill-outs.
Yeah.
Wow, that was some sort of a draft.
That was fun, man.
Yeah, that was fun. Wow, some names, man. Jeez. Anyways, that was the From the Nosebleeds expansion draft. If it happened today, if that's the word, whatever you want to call it. But we appreciate y'all for listening. Mock draft, the actual, some sort of mock draft will be happening, I don't know, 2 weeks?
After the tourney, for sure.
After the tourney, so 2 weeks?
After the tourney, yeah.
I
already have an idea. Like, I'm ready. I could do a mock right now, whenever, wherever. But like, we can wait till after the tourney.
Yeah,
exactly. Get some finalized opinions.
Yeah, Reese will be on that for that pod and mock draft. But for right now,
big Darius Acuff fan, by the way.
Yeah, big one,
Mr. Acuff.
Yeah, shout out Rabbing him. But for now, From the Nosebleeds on a Wednesday. We appreciate y'all for listening. Support as always.